Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. So I'm not quite as loud as normal because I've realised what the time is. It's actually 22:20, so that's 20 past 10 in the evening, and it's a work day, and I've been at work all day, and I've been doing a lot of physical stuff. So like holes in my hands and all sorts of cuts and different things. And I have not slept very well last night, so I had about 3 hours sleep, so I'm feeling a bit exhausted, but I wanted to do some crafting, and I just needed to kind of wind down from today, so I thought how better than to spend it with you guys and do a bit of crafting. So remember we were doing these tags before, and these are for to send out in my happy mail. So I wanted to do some decoupaging on it. So this is who I am. This is what I do, and this is me doing a bit of decoupage. Except for when like you plan to do these videos, and then you just forget to get a paintbrush out, Dave. I've got one. Don't worry. Okay, so I've gone through and just decided what kind of images I want from the different napkins that I've got, and I haven't torn them apart. That's the only thing. Well, not the only thing I haven't done. There's loads of things I haven't done. And I just thought, let's have a bit of a chat, kind of wind down from the day. Mental health is much better, thank you. Thank you for everybody that, expressed their love and concern. I go through bad times, down days, as do most people, I would say. But I guess being autistic, I sometimes ruminate on the worst things, and don't necessarily always focus on the positives, but I do try. I'm very trying. That's one thing that can be said of me. I can be very trying. Take that as you will. So I just thought I've had not bad day, just a very long day. I've spent the whole day filling a skip at work. We've got loads of old broken office furniture, and we've got loads of old document wallets. I mean, all of the sensitive data has all been taken out and that's all being shredded, but it was just all of the bulky stuff. We've got broken tools, etc. So it's all gone into a skip, all ready to go to our recycling company that handle our waste, and they can't handle my waste. That's far too big. No, they handle our recycling waste, to clarify. And so the building is a lot more empty now, thank goodness. Because I'm in charge of the building, I just said I can't work like this. We've got to get a skip in. It's just too much. And I've got a new member of staff as well, so they've been helping me with that. So her name's Christine, and we kind of got the skip arranged, and we've got a very organised plan of what we're going to do, and how we're going to improve the building. And we need to improve the people in the building to stop them hoarding so much stuff in the first place. I have rescued a few things from going into the skip. I'll admit it. I haven't picked up all of the rubbish. I'm not, I'm not that bad. I've not gone. I'm going to find somewhere for every bit of broken chair and table. No, there are some things that some of our departments wanted to throw away that were just too good to go in the skip, and I've rescued them because I can always find them a home, whether that's my home or somebody else's. I mean, when I say it's somebody else's, I'm not just going to go around to somebody's house and leave. I'll just leave this here; they'll never know. Although there are some people that you could go and visit and just leave something, and they'd never know. But I'm not planning that. But let me just clarify that. Before anybody thinks, hang on a minute, check him, check all of the services where he's been if he comes round for tea. So I don't mean you guys. So I wouldn't do it to you guys. Sorry, now I've covered it with Mod Podge because it is shiny. I want to cover the whole thing. Otherwise, it's not shiny. It's kind of like a satin sheen. Love is like a butterfly, it's soft and gentle as a sigh. The multicoloured moods of love are like its satin wings. That's why I sang that song. But you're thinking, where's he going with this? Oh, spot the rookie mistake. What did I say? What did I say I was not going to do? What did I say? Anybody guessed yet? That's right. Yes, I wasn't ever going to use this mat to glue on or anything messy, and guess what I've done? I've used this mat to glue on and messy things. Okay, so we'll put that over to one side. So that's one down. If you put the dirty, sticky brush down to spend some time to wipe up this. Okay, well that was worthwhile, Dave. Thanks. So next. So now we're going to move on to this one. So yes, been clearing out. So it's quite cathartic, I've got to say. You know, I enjoyed doing it to a certain extent, but there was lots of furniture to break it down. Sorry, I've been like this all day. This is what sleep deprivation does to me. Makes me a little bit giddy. Well, hang on a minute. I know you're thinking, a little bit giddy? Yeah, he's quite often a little bit giddy. Maybe he doesn't ever sleep. Well, that's quite true. I don't sleep enough. The child wakes me all the time. By child, I mean Worcester. He seems to just know when Daddy just hasn't quite had enough sleep. I'll just wake him up. Usually by barking at something random in the night and frighten the living daylights out of me. But as they do, you know, our little pups, they like to make sure that they know they're in charge, and boy does he know he's in charge. Right, I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to get on here. I'm planning, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of it out to dinner. No, I'm going to take all of it out, and I quite like that little statement. I might put that on there as well. And then we'll, you know, well, I'm going to say hack off what we don't need, but like hack might be a little bit, you know, forceful, aggressive. So, so you wouldn't believe how precious some people are about rubbish as well. Well, you know, you would, because we're all capable of holding on to stuff that just isn't worth anything. You know, you almost have to prize it out of people's hands. No, you can't keep it. No, it's got to go. And then there are others that are just like, get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's not broken. You can't just get rid of it. Get rid of it. So there are things that haven't gone into the skip because they are too good, and we will, because we're a charity, we try and get back some money for it. So we'll sell them on Facebook and see what happens. Well, we'll try and sell them on Facebook, you know, because we get a lot of stuff donated to us. Some of our stuff has been donated several times before it gets to us. Some people call it retro, other people call it rubbish. So I'm just going to get rid of a little bit more of this white edge. Why? Because I can. Why not is my answer. Why? Why not? So I'm going to, just want to take out a little bit of the white. It does blend in, so it's not something that stands out, but just because I want to, and I can, and I think it's that kind of, it's a bit like colouring in. You know how people colour in because they like, it's, you know, they find it relaxing or soothing, or it's a bit like when people fussy cut. Some people find that relaxing. I do not. I am not one of those people, but you know, some people do. I think Brian does actually, fussy cutting. He'll sit and watch the TV and fussy cut, with his spectacles on his nose. But yeah, I think he enjoys it. So people are weird. So yes, it's a bit. So like, I guess that's me like pulling the edges off here. That's a bit like my version of colouring in. It's whiting out. So getting rid of the extra white. That's all. We don't want too much of. Well, it doesn't hurt to have too much. Like I say, it blends in, but I just want to. All right. I don't understand why I'm explaining it to you. Just accept it. It's one of those things that friends do. You just accept them the way they are. Just the way they are. So, I love you just the way you are. I don't know the song, and I don't know the lyrics, so I won't sing anymore. Is that? It's not Barry White that sings that, is it? I don't know. You know when you start saying something out loud and you think, no, you are going to look a fool. Shut up now, Dave. That's why I say shut up, Dave, a lot. Because you're going to look a fool. Well, more of a fool than you look already. So. And when I deride myself, by the way, it's not usually in a negative sort of way. When I say shut up, Dave, it's not in a negative sort of way. It's just because I know what I'm like. I will just go on and on and on and on and on, probably, and on. My voice will go on, not my heart. My heart probably won't go on, but my voice will carry on forever. It's probably be on my epitaph. He never shut up. Oh no, it might say. It'll probably say, "Now he shut up, Dave." It's on my gravestone. Shut up, Dave. Oh, he has. Let's come back to haunt you. It's not a threat, it's a promise. So let's have a look. Yes, I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. So I think I'm happy for it to kind of go, you know how we've got this kind of like this faux edge? I'm happy for it to go over that and kind of bleed onto the side. So I'm happy to do that. It's good to know that I'm happy, isn't it? So if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands with one hand, which is very hard, well, impossible, because the other hand is using the glue. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, buy me a coffee. No, sorry. Making myself laugh. I do have a buy me a coffee account. I'm not flogging my wares. So, well, we're back to me prostituting myself again, aren't we? I mean, like, you know, when I said the other day, when I said about prostituting myself, I didn't mean I was prostituting myself in that sort of way, in the usual term of prostitution, but I mean more prostituting my talents in the crafty sort of way. Chill up, Dave. You know that big hole that you're just digging it even deeper now. Shut up, Dave. Quit while you are ahead, young man. Young man. I'm clearly not talking to myself, am I? Yes, you can't clap. You can't clap with one hand. Well, you can't. You can just look like a crab, and you can't scratch the elbow on the same hand either. So, on the same hand, you don't have an elbow on your hand, do you? On the same arm. I know what I'm talking about. The rest of you, not so much, but you know, you don't have to. We're just here to be supportive of each other, even if we haven't got a clue what on earth the other person's talking about, which is usually quite often the case with friends. Do you not find? Sometimes they're going on. Well, Brian will be talking about something, and I've tuned out. Not in a "you're boring me" type tuned out, just because you're getting on with something else, or usually distracted by something on your phone, and then I'll be, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Terribly rude, I guess, but oh well. It's one of those problems of the 21st century, holding people's attention, people's attention. People do not have a very good attention span these days. So, talking of attention span, please like this video, because it tells YouTube that you liked the video, and it tells them that other people might like the video. And I know that everybody else goes on about this all the time, and you often wonder, why on earth is that so important that I like the video? Because what it does is it tells, without just the watching doesn't do the job for YouTube. It's the algorithm is set up for interaction, and that's like liking a video, and also commenting. That algorithm will favour videos that have had more of those. So I know that I get quite a few views these days, but I need to have more likes. Please like my video, please. I will buy you a cabbage. I don't know why I buy you a cabbage, because, who's clearly, well, I don't know. Is cabbage one of those more favoured vegetables in the world? I like cabbage. If I said I'd buy you a Brussels sprout, there'd be less takers on that. Although Brussels sprouts are only basically mini cabbages, aren't they? Are they? I don't know. Are they? I don't know. I'm now asking myself that question. Are they? I don't know, Dave. Maybe you know. Do you know? If you know, how do you know? And why do you know? And will you tell me? No. I don't know whether to stick them. No, Dave, don't. You're over egging the pudding here. Which is, if I'm making a souffle, you do need to egg it. Sorry, I started to feel like I needed to sneeze, and it turned into a yawn. So don't know what happened there. So now moving on to hang on. I just need to kind of do a bit of housekeeping on the napkins going on here. Oh, napkins stroke serviettes, because I now know that my Australian viewers refer to them as serviettes. Now, I do know them as serviettes in the UK. I have called it a serviette, but it seems to be a bit more of an old-fashioned term to call it a serviette. My grandma used to call them serviettes, but now I seem to call them napkins. And actually, technically, these technically would be serviettes, because this is what my grandma would have known as a serviette. These ones made out of paper, and one made out of clay. No, not clay, Dave. It would be a very interesting napkin if it was made out of clay. Out of, what's the other thing? Fabric. It's been a long day, sorry. I'll get there in the end. Well, if I haven't got there, it's not the end. Yeah, so fabric ones I always used to know as napkins, and paper ones I knew as serviettes. So I guess you're right. So you're right, all right, kangaroo, all right, you're right. So my friends in Australia, you are right. You call it the right thing, because the right thing according to me and my grandma. So, and that's all that matters. So, because we are the oracle, so the oracles. So, Worcester's come in. Worcester's come in to say hello. Have you come to say hello, or have you come to? Oh, you just come to knock things over, haven't you? Have you come to knock things over? Oh, you're a good boy. Did you just need a bit of a tummy scratch? Bit of an ear scratch too, yeah? Okay, there you go then. You can tootle off. Oh, what? You coming up? Coming to say hello to them? Hang on, let me move my wire out of the way, otherwise that'll go wrong. Come on then. Come and say hello to them. Come and say hello to everybody. So he's just put his nose into view, I think. Oh, is there something over there that you like? Do you like this one? Oh, it's, you know why? Because it's the same shade as you. Beautiful boy, aren't you? I love you very much. Now go. Careful. Good boy. Okay, sorry. It was a Worcester interlude. So, you have been Worcester'd. So, he's Worcester, by the way. Worcester, W-O-O-S-T-E-R. Not as in the city of Worcester, although Worcester is usually how it's pronounced by people who don't live in the UK. Worcestershire. It's Worcestershire. We say shire rather than shire. So, and when it says ham at the end, so Birmingham is gum, Birmingham. So not Birmingham. So bit of a tip for you. So it's Birmingham, Alabama to us, although we know it's not because you don't pronounce it like that. So it's like Graham. So the name Graham, I know some places in America, not all. I'm not, not generalising here, but some places in America say Graham, and we say Graham. You see, I picked this one, and I don't know how I'm going to use it and what element. I quite like the idea of those two, but I also like the more greeny ones too. I might do those. So I might do this one here and that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do those. When I come to cut them out, I have no idea which ones I've just said I wanted to do. In fact, I have already forgotten. Oh no, it's here, isn't it? It's these two and that. Yes, that's right. Today, it doesn't matter. The writing, there is writing on it, but I don't think in my section, in my department, there is any writing. And also another odd difference that I've known for a long time. It's not like I've just found this out, but I've known for a long time that our first floor is one up from ground. From the ground, so you walk in on the ground floor in our buildings, and you go up to the first floor. Whereas in America, and I'm not sure, it might be the same in Australia. I don't know, but I seem to know more about. Well, perhaps not everything. I think I'm more exposed to American culture than I am to Australian culture, and yet Australian culture is much more, in some ways, similar to British culture. But yes, what was I saying? So, yeah, you walk in on the ground floor and go up to the first floor, whereas in America you walk in on the first floor and you go up. If you go up one level from the first floor, you're on the second floor, whereas you go up one level from the ground floor in the UK, you're on the first floor. And if you go down one level, you're in the basement. So now you know. Just in case you ever move over here and think, what? Or I move over there and I think, what? I want to move somewhere warm. If I ever move, I never say never. You don't know what's around the corner. Could be a bus. No, never say never. You don't know what's around the corner, but I doubt I will move, because I don't know anybody in America or Canada or Australia or New Zealand or anywhere, to be fair. So I'm unlikely to move away from the UK. But like I say, Never say never. I might meet a dashing young man, or old man, or man, full stop, person. Oh, see, that's Brusho, and because I've got. See, this is what I don't know whether you can hear him barking in the background. This is what he does, like during the middle of the night, frightens the living daylights out of me. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying, because that's Brusho, because when you wet it again, it reactivates. So even if it's already dry, it will reactivate. So just so you're aware, if you use Brusho, and you're probably used to it and you know what you're doing with it, but there are some people out there that don't know these things. So, Worcester, you can't be upset with everybody in the street, surely. Well, you can. You clearly are. Oh, he's coming to tell me now. Oh, have they upset you? Oh dear. Is that true? Did they really walk past the window? Did they? Without asking you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Next time, the thing is, his hackles have gone up on his back. And it makes him, because he's got short hair, it makes him look like he's got a mohawk or a Mohican or whatever you call it. So, yes, I know. You look like a punk rocker with your mohawk. So, yes, all right then, off you go. Toodles, toodles. Bless him. Telling me about how terrible the neighbours are for walking past the window with their dog, and that they haven't asked him. It's like the troll under the bridge. Trapping over my. Who's that trapping over my bridge? That's the three. I don't know. Billy Goat's Gruff. Can't remember what the fable or nursery rhyme. It's not a nursery rhyme, though. What that is, anyway. So can't remember which one it is. Dave, stop making the mat dirty. Oh well, too late. I'll clean it in a minute. So yes, he's a bit upset. He's gone downstairs. He clearly wasn't impressed that I wasn't really paying much attention. I was talking to you, that's why. So, you know what children are like sometimes. They interrupt and you just carry on with your conversation. You just pacify them and go, yeah, okay, off you go. That's what I've just done with my child. Worcester is my child, although he's not really childlike anymore. We've established that he's 47 and a half. No, not 47 and a half. He's 7 and a half, which makes him in his 40s. Alexa, how old is a dog that's 7 and a half years?
A dog's average lifespan is between 10 to 13 years.
Oh, shut up. She doesn't listen to me. Alexa, how old is a dog that's 7 and a half years old?
According to the American Kennel Club, a 1-year-old dog is considered to be 15 human years old, and at 2 years old, dogs are considered to be 24. After the second year, dogs age 4 human years per year until age 5, when their aging rate varies depending on the size of the dog. Did that answer your question?
Not really, no, but thanks.
Thanks for your feedback.
That's great. That's like that. Blimey, basically, all she did is gave me some maths to do, which, does she not know how little sleep I've had and how long a day I've had? It's not happening. It is not happening. Cannot compute. Malfunction. That's how I go. Today it's been almost a struggle answering people's questions. Today, people asking me, Dave, is this the... Oh, please don't ask me. I don't know. My brain does not work. I've been toing and froing all day, filling this skip. My brain has just stopped. It's given up. In fact, I left this morning for work, and I'm sure I left my brain here because, I don't even have any recollection, recollection. Yeah, that's right. Any recollection of going to work. I just got there and I was like, okay, not really sure how I got here, but you know, we'll accept it. It's one of those things. So I quite like to use. Oh, I don't know now. Do I want to use the green one or the blue one? So the blue one, the blue one, the blue one or the green one? Oh, you know, I really wanted to use the green one originally, and I think I'm just going to go with the green because it's the green that I was going to go with. I've just tore out that little. Tore out the wrong thing. I thought I was tearing out the bit where it said about bees. The something about bee. This one. Save the bees. Tuppence a bag. No, it's feed the birds, Dave. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. There you go. You felt like you were actually watching My Fair Lady then, didn't you? Not. And if you say you did, I do not believe you. So, all I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lots of chocolate for me to eat, lots of coal making lots of heat. Warm hands, warm heart, warm feet. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lovely, lovely, lovely. There you go. Random outburst that Dave comes out with. See, we've had this conversation before, but I think I'm fabulous. Well, I don't, but I think I might want to put. Do I want to put free on there, or well, stay is not really. I could put tay on it, or sta, or a, or y, or just what? Yeah, maybe just y. Why, Dave? Just why? I could put free up there, couldn't I? I don't know. Let me just tear it out and have a look. No, I'm not using the water brush. I'm just tearing, just free tearing. It's like in a moment that it's like free basing. That's that where you is that free basing where you jump off like a top of a mountain. It's nothing like that. It's nowhere near as dangerous as that. No, I don't like it. I don't like it, Dave. Put it away then. Don't like it. Put it away. So yes, my this is what happens when I've been when I've lost sleep. So I come out with all of the songs. I murder all the songs. And you heard it here first. So. River wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style. Someday, no, someday. There's a bit of a feather theme. A feather theme? No, a feather theme. Try again. A feather. Enunciate, Dave. Give it a go. Go on. Smash it out of the park. A feather theme. A feather theme. There's a bit of a feather theme going on here because there's a feather here. Birds of a feather flock together. I don't know the rest of the saying, but apparently they do. So, just painting this on here. I mean, like, you know, I have no idea how long I've been going for. We're just gonna do this until it's kind of done, and it might not be. I might just do this bit and not. I'm planning to put a bit of a sentiment on it, and kind of maybe decorate them a little bit more because they're for my happy mail people. Now I realise, people, by the way, your happy mail is going to be late going out, and it's simply because there's been so much going on at work. I haven't had them 2 minutes to myself. I haven't had time to. Well, clearly you realise that I'm not able to think, let alone do anything more exciting than thinking. More exciting? I don't know. Could you consider thinking exciting? Well, I guess if you couldn't think, you'd find it terribly boring. Terribly boring. So let's move that over here. Move my bee and my leaves over here. That's the ticket. So it's not a ticket, it's an owl. So moving on to an owl. Oh, we've obviously had an owl off here already. There's only 3 owls. And that means that because I've already torn some off, that, well, not torn, it looks like I've cut it off. In fact, actually, it's probably a good idea, Dave. Let's just cut this off. Cut this off here. And we can fold that up, not get any glue on it. Lessen the risk. Tear this bit off here. And then tear this bit off. So we're going to have to deploy the sticky. Oh, there we go. And then just tear it apart. Gently, gently. Gently does it. Good show. By Jove. That's a good show. So I want to get most of his. I don't want to cut his head off, obviously. I don't mean decapitate him. I didn't mean that. I don't want to cut. I'd rather cut the end of his tail off. It's less painful cutting the end of your tail off than cutting side of your face off. So, oh no, Dave, you haven't yet torn him out, Dave. So don't go gluing. Don't go gluing, trying to change me. You never let me glue before. Yes, I know. I was surprised, by the way, when the last time I sang. Well, I don't know if it was the last time I sang. I sing so often, I don't know. I've been singing all day today, so. But the last time I sang on video, as far as I'm consciously aware, I was singing the theme to Are You Being Served? And I was surprised at how many people actually knew what Are You Being Served was, especially those people that are outside of the UK. The Goth Crafter mentioned that she liked it, so she liked Are You Being Served, and I wasn't even aware that, you know, anybody was seeing it. I mean, it wasn't considered, I guess now it's considered, retrospectively, it's considered a classic British TV programme, but like at the time it was cheap entertainment. So fish cannot resist. Well, you can have an owl over it, so you're going to have to resist. Brace yourself. Stand back. I've got this. So yeah, I was just a bit surprised. I was a bit surprised at how known it was and how loved it is. I mean, like, it's a bit of a. It was always cheesy at the time when I used to watch it. I knew it was cheesy, and I would say it's probably not very politically correct these days. and rightly so, and definitely not very, good on the race or from a race or sex perspective. I mean, sex as in gender. Sex. It's not sex and gender are not the same thing, but that's what I mean. That sort of racial stereotyping and male and female stereotyping, and so I probably wouldn't score well these days amongst an audience, but at the time we didn't know any different, and it was a show of its era. So but those people that do remember it fondly. So definitely wasn't very politically correct on the portrayal of gay people. Mr. Humphreys, let's face it, was a very camp man, and it was insinuated that he was gay. Nobody ever actually confirmed that in the show. I don't believe that they did. Anyway, I was very young, so I probably wouldn't have picked up on it, but I do remember him being very camp. So, and for me, that didn't really I kind of didn't connect for me, because I wasn't camp, so therefore I didn't connect, because I take things very literally. I guess that's what it is. So down to it's the final napkin to let down. Oh, sorry for snorting. I was having a laugh, and then realised I haven't breathed. I haven't breathed. Oh, I don't. I've taught some drivel, don't I? Drivel, is that a universally accepted term? Drivel. Nonsense, gobbledygook, gibberish. I guess I don't talk gibberish. Oh no, I do talk gibberish. In fact, I'm quite fluent in gibberish. It's my native language. I come from the land of gibber. I come from the land of gibber. I'm going to have to lose your beak, I'm sorry. See, if I get his beak in, he doesn't... Get your beak out of it. Don't know. He's going to have to lose his beak. I'd like him to be a bit like that. So he's quite big, but I don't want him to lose his head. But he can lose his beak, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, okay. So, first of all, take the lid off something that's already got the lid off it. That's not what you need. Now, I know that this is, because it was, can't explain it. The pattern kind of repeats again, and it would meet up like that. So I've had to cut down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to feather that edge so that it doesn't look quite so like it stops. Feather the edge and it's a bird. I didn't even make that connection. That's how asleep my brain is. So after this, I will, just so you know, because you're not here. Well, if you are here, then get out of my house. No, just so you know, after this, I don't know why I feel I have to tell you, but I will be taking Worcester for a walk, and then I should be going to bed, because it will be time to go to bed, because I'm going to go to work and do it all over again tomorrow, because there's more of the same as today. I've got to do some purchasing as well, so I'm in charge of all the purchasing, so I've got to do purchasing tomorrow. A few things that are outstanding. I've got to set up some IT accounts, because I'm in charge of all the IT as well. But I've spent my entire day. Sorry, just bear with me a moment. Good boy. I know. You're a beautiful boy. You are. You're a beautiful boy. Boop. Boop. Sorry, just had to boop his nose. He's gone now. It's like, don't boop my nose. So yeah, purchasing IT. So I've got some IT accounts to set up, not just the accounts, but set the equipment up as well. And we've got to register some more of the newer vehicles because I'm also in charge of the fleet. And then I've got to, at some point, arrange to get over to one of our other sites because I'm also in charge of the buildings as well. So I do, but when I say I work a lot, I'm not joking. I do work a lot. I do a very difficult challenge, not necessarily difficult. It is difficult at times, trying at times. I do a challenging job, and it just craft. Craft just does it for me. It just ticks those boxes, and you can craft it however you like. I actually watch people craft doing anything because just knowing that they are kindred spirits, they whether you talk to somebody who knits or junk journals or crochets or macrames or I don't know, sews bats together. I don't know. It came out random. We should have a drink. Let me try and refresh my mind. Hang on. I'll hold that thought. When I say let's just have a drink, I mean I drank nearly the whole thing. Sewing bats together. It just came out. I don't know. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse, I guess. So, got a bit of water on there. Never mind. So, what was I saying? Yeah, it doesn't matter what people do as for a crafty endeavour. Those kind of people just get you if you make things. They just understand. They understand your need to collect every single bit of paper going, even if you've already got tons of it, or they understand that that buying the stuff is as big a hobby as using it. They just understand you, so it's good. Spend time with your kindred spirits. They are there. They are your people. We are your people. I am your people. I am people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Clearly not able to hit that note. You know what makes me laugh is when people say, I love it when you sing. Then there are other people that think, I love it when you shut up. That doesn't happen though, so those people are still waiting. Those people that love it when I sing at least aren't disappointed. Things off. I do make myself laugh. I often laugh at myself. I spend a lot of time. This is going to sound like a crazy person. Well, jury's out on that one. No, actually, sorry, they've just come back in. No, that's true. I am a crazy person. I do just sometimes just laugh at myself, or I'll watch my own videos back and have a laugh about it, or that's bizarre, isn't it? Like, I'm not one of those people. When people say, I can't watch myself, or I can't listen to myself speak. I don't know. I don't want to come across as being like really vain, but it doesn't worry me. I guess I've been on that many videos now that it kind of doesn't bother me. But there are lots of actors that won't listen, they won't watch themselves back, and I find that really strange, because if you've been in the biz for a while, I thought you'd have, kind of got used to it. So lots of like the acclaimed. There will never be a red carpet for us crafters, but you can make a career out of it if you wish. Time and effort. You're going to put it all in. You can get it all out. It's a bit like the hokey cokey. If you put it all in, you can get it all out. And then you have to put it all in again and get it all out again. In, out, check it all about. Is the hokey cokey an international thing as well? Doing the hokey cokey. People know what I'm talking about when I talk about doing the hokey cokey. Or are my international peeps thinking, I don't know what you're talking about. What is he talking about? Mavis, what's he talking about? I don't know. Well, you wouldn't be speaking like that if you were an international. Well, you might be. It might be. No, because then you'd be from somewhere in the UK if you spoke like that. Yeah. Somewhere in the UK. Well, you probably not somewhere in the UK because nobody in the UK speaks like that. Except for me. When I'm doing a faux UK accent. So, just giving this a bit of a dry. Doing what I tell you to do. Hold it up. Although I'm not doing what I tell you to do. I normally tell you to just do this. But I was doing this. Also, I've been told that doing this isn't good for the cable. It's like when people go through more hair dryers. If you, is it called a hair dryer or a blow dryer? I don't know. The international language of electrical equipment. It's not my forte. But if you're doing this when you've got like a hair dryer, and you do this a lot, this cord breaks and you tend to go through more hair dryers. Whereas if you just do more of a blow it, I'm leave that there because my brain's going somewhere else now. Yeah, so if you're more of a just let it blow. Let it go, let it blow. Then it doesn't tend to. They don't tend to break as much. I don't know. I can't test that theory. I don't have enough hair. I do have a hairdryer, and it's for when I'd have to dry my moustache. If I'm going somewhere, I style my moustache. I don't style it as a matter of course, though. Oh, it takes too long. I used to do it every day. I just don't have the time. Well, it's not the fact that I don't have the time. I'd rather be in bed a bit longer. So my routine has got shorter and shorter, except for the only thing that has it started to get. I've improved my skincare routine. I now moisturise every day. I have to apply some cream. I have I get acne rosacea, so I get like sore, blistery type little blisters all over my face. Randomly, and there doesn't seem to be like any kind of common theme as to why I get them, but randomly. Stress often is the reason, is the cause. But I have to put a cream on to stop it happening, and to cure, like clean up any spots that I've got. Well, clean them all. But shut up, Dave. You're over egging that pudding again. When so what was I going to say? So yeah, I have no idea what I was talking about. Why have I gone? I was talking about this, wasn't I? And then I moved on to something else. Anyway, I'm so sorry. You probably weren't paying attention anyway. You have no idea what I was talking about. I'm sure it'll come back to me. It'll probably come back to me just as I'm ending the video, and I'll be like, "Oh yes." But oh dear, I think I've kind of overheated my mat. It's kind of got a bit of a wonk on it. It's gone a bit wonky. It's wonky. Never mind. I really don't know. Maybe it might be age. I don't know. It might be sleep deprivation, age. It might be a combination of all. And also I was really naughty as well. And please don't tell me off. But I didn't eat today until I got in. So I went all day with no food until I got home. I know it's terrible for you. I just did not have the time. So there we go. They're nice and dry now, I think. So, perfect. Excuse me. Perfect opportunity. Ooh, the food I had tonight actually has started to repeat on me. So it's taking its revenge. So this is where we currently are with them. Okay, so let's pop these all out so you can have a look. I don't know why I favour this mat. Just because they stand out against it, I guess. That, and then that one's gone a bit curly that way. You know, I really can't. My brain's going, what on earth were you talking about? What were you talking about? You see, my mother would always say that if you can't remember what you were talking about, it wasn't worth talking about. So, she's probably true. Probably wasn't. Have I ever put all of the shiny ones together? No, I've put all of those ones together and not the shiny ones. I've got a shiny matte, shiny. Doesn't matter. So, this is where we currently are. So I will be putting some words on it. You know, like I've got them here. So it's false when they say words don't come easy to me because they're here. Words don't come easy to me. Well, you're lying because they're actually here. But I also want to put the person's name on them. So I think we might do another video. And it's not like prolonging the distribution of these because it's probably not going to happen until the weekend now. I'm being honest with you, and it's currently a day of the week in the year of 2021. But what day, I do not have a clue. Oh no, I know it's here. It says Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 1st of December. So I'll probably get them done. I'll do another video tomorrow or whatever day the day after tomorrow is. It's another day. Friday. There you go, Friday. I still don't know what I was talking about. Sorry. You know what? When I watch this back, because I'll entertain myself by watching it back, because I've got nothing else to do. Don't go out. I'll does sound terribly vain, doesn't it? But I will try and pick up the thread and try and remember what I was talking about. So I'm so sorry. Anyway, I hope you've had fun. You've enjoyed some time with me, or you've just learnt. Hopefully you've learnt something, even if it's not to come back. But please come back. Please come back. I love you. I love you. Please don't leave me. I can do puppy dog eyes. I can give you that look if I have to. I can also give you the teacher look where you look over the top of your glasses. So, I'm versatile. I have a plethora to pick from. I also have a large, steady lexicon of words to pick from. And on that note, I better go. Just make myself. Oh dear. If Dave can say something that inappropriate and then make himself laugh from the things that come afterwards, then it's only ever going to happen on video, because it just always seems to happen on video. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about my mind. My mind's also just gone, oh, I like that. I could make some stencil marks on there. Yeah, Dave, look, just just get on with this, because like at the moment these people are just waiting to go. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really do. I don't know what I'm laughing about now. Better go before. I honestly have no idea what I'm laughing about. Anyway, so oh, I have no idea. I don't know what I was doing. What was the talk? I was ending, wasn't I? I was ending the video. So yeah, I've got words don't come easy running through my head as well at the moment. So I'm off now. I'm gonna go and walk my dog. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've got something from today's video. Goodness only knows what it is, and don't blame me if it's something bad. So it takes two, it takes two. You had to be here, and I had to be doing it. So like, it takes two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Me and you. So I'm off. That's what that smell is. The old ones are the best, and I'm still here. So I'm going. All right, that's it. I'm rounding the video up. It's taken me 4 hours to round the video off, isn't it? So I'm holding back that laugh because I still don't know what I'm laughing about. I can't remember what the conversation was about. It's time for me to go, isn't it? All right, folks. Thanks very much. Have a lovely evening, morning, or afternoon, or whatever time it is with you. My name's Dasher Dave. Please like this video. Please like this video. Well, obviously like this video if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, then don't dislike the video. Please don't dislike the video. And drop a comment in the comment section. I will reply. I know I've got some catching up to do on the replying, but that's because I'm waiting for a moment where I'm a bit more coherent, which is clearly not tonight. So I will bid you adieu, and I will see you in the next video. You know what I say, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. Give me a like instead. So I love you all. You all take care. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of kisses. Lots of hugs. One of these days I'll be looking out this window, because I look out of a window, and the other person across the street will be looking back at me, and they'll be thinking I'm blowing them kisses, and that could start a whole other can of worms. Well, I don't know why worms don't go anyway. I was thinking about opening a can of pop. Anyway, right, I'm going. This is how my brain... I'm sorry. This is how my brain works, because we've been here before. So, all right, folks, I love you all. Take care. I'm so glad to, spend some time with you. And thanks for being here. And I'll see you in the next video. So, see you later. Bye, folks. Have a lovely evening. Or it's probably not evening for you, but I'm going to bed now. No, I'm going to go and walk the dog. Then I'm going to bed. So I'm off. Purse first. This way.